Hi guys, today we are going to see Git advanced commands and how to work. With me, Kamal is there. We have done some basics in part one and we are continuing here. Hi Kamal,
Yeah, hi Arun.
let me share my screen. So what we discussed last is how to create a repository locally and also by remote, and how we can push the code and how we can see the sync, how we can store the record. So now we are continuing with that topic with some of the advanced concept or advanced commands, how the developer use the Git in day-to-day life with more effective way. Let's see, when we say Git, Git has a lot of different commands. We discussed about clone when we create a repository in remotely in GitHub, and from there we clone it to our local. But we also discussed about init to create a empty Git repository and no, actually push that to remote repository. We discussed about add. When we have a files, we have to add the files. There is a move command when we want to move the file from one location to another location, git move. This we can also do it from Linux command and then commit again. So these are some of the commands. The important command I want to show is git diff. So what is the diff? Every time you commit in the local git commit, basically this is the commit command, will save that particular changes in a commit number, a random commit number. So every time you are giving a git commit, you are saving your local changes, what you are done. If you are forgot to give the git commit and your system get restarts, you are coming back. If your file is lost, whatever committed is there will be in your repository, Git local repository. If you push to remote, from the remote we will get it, but the commit is your local saving of your changes. And we already talked about Git status. And the three important thing is Git fetch, pull, and push. We already discussed about push and fetch, but when we use pull, pull is again actually kind of fetch, but it is fetching from another repository in local. So to make it very clear, let us try some commands. So we have our repository here and we have connected to our IDE to do the programming. Let's see if this works. So yeah, the Python is package is still not there. It's not an issue. Let's open the terminal. So now I say git status. So when I look at git status, I can see no, on this branch is everything is up to date. So nothing to commit. So I didn't do anything and I don't have anything to commit. But if I do some changes, let me add something in the README file. So I'm adding hello in the README file. Now if I go and check git status, it is saying up to date. Why? Because whatever I did it, I didn't save. So for example, control S. So here some ID auto saves, some ID doesn't auto save. So now if I give git status, it is telling on this branch changes not stage to commit. So there is a change. Where is the change? Modified in readme.md. So it clearly says there is some modification happened in readme.md. No
Mhm.
changes added to commit. So we have to, this minus a indicates commit all the changes. If you have many changes here, we can commit all the changes. So now this git status helps us to tell what are the modified. So now I'm committing git commit minus m, the message added the text in uh, uh, readme file. So the commit message will help other developers what I have did. So it is not committing, so I can give this also minus a as. So when I give minus a, it opens up this to give the commit message. The same commit message we can give here. I have added a text in readme. So I am giving escape colon. So W is to save this file, Q is to quit from this terminal. So WQ. So when I came to this thing, I gave WI. Escape I. Escape I is edit mode, insert mode. Then when I give escape colon WQ, it saves the file. So this is a VI editor Linux functionality. So it says one file changed, one file inserted, which means uh, this is the commit B2CB42. I say I have added a text in readme. Why it is important to give the message? If I go to the command called git commit, let's say there is one commit in this branch. So right now I am working in the branch. So your branch has one commit, but you didn't push this commit to publish your local commit. So let's see. So git I do the change, but I didn't push this. So that is what it is telling. Nothing to commit. You have pushed it. Let me see git branch. Okay, so I'm working in the branch called Cloud Bobby, and there's a master branch. Okay, so let me push push the code now. Git push. So what happens when I do git push? There is a commit which we created B2C42, which
Mm-hmm.
from the local branch, it is committed to my remote branch. Okay. So now if I go to hello world, I will see two branches. One is my master. In the master, if I go to test file and open this, sorry, readme file, if I go to the readme file, I don't see the text here. But if I go to Cloud Bobby, and then if I see there is a hello. Why we
Right.
do this? When I develop, I can make lot of mistakes. So each developer create his own branch and he do the changes in his own branch. So that is the concept of Git. So every developer can have his own branch and he can work on that branch basically. Okay, now uh, uh, so let me go to the terminal again. So now let me put git commit. Okay, everything is up to date. Now git uh, logs. Okay, when I go to git log, I can see all the commit which I did. So you can see my commit number. This
Mm-hmm.
is my last commit which I did, and I can see the commit message. And each so these are the different commits I have did in the repository. So now I can take this commit. So now in the latest commit, I have created a text in README file called hello. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I want to let me quit from here. So when I go to git commit, and then when I give the commit number, so what happens? I will go to that commit. So let me see ls uh, uh, cat readme. So in readme we have hello, but it says path specific error. So let me go to git log. Then let's copy this. Then you have to give Q to quit from it. Git commit. So basically, I'm trying to go back to that commit message because the latest commit is not working. So yeah, the command git diff, and then if I give the commit message, it gives me the difference from current commit and what is. If you see this hello, this is this diff. We can also do it from our IDE. So here there are some tools provided to see difference between your both the view go tool. So it different from different editor. So if I use PyCharm, then actually I will go here in the tools and there is a option to git. Yeah, see if you see here in PyCharm we have this git option, and then here we can see the changes, patch, so clone, all this. But git here we are focusing on git command called git diff. So you want to see what is the difference between the commit. So the major difference is in this commit there is something called hello. So let me go out of it. So let me use git show command. So git show command actually gives you all the details of latest what we have used. For example, I have used git diff to this thing to check, and this is having this uh, uh, what are the commits, what we did, what we have changed, which file we have changed, all this. Let me quit from here. So you have to give Q to quit or press enter. Escape. Okay, now we are out. So the basically we use frequent comments or our git commit and then git push. So now, as I said, I was working in the branch. Okay, so my branch is Cloud Bobby, but the main branch is master. Okay, so the master doesn't have the change which I done in my branch. So now I tested in my branch. I want to move these changes to my master. What is the git command is git merge. So merge my changes. So when I give git merge, it says it's already merged, git merge. Then I have to give where you want to merge. So git merge master, or let me go to git checkout master, then already in master, git merge. So it is saying already up to date. I can actually rebase it again, git rebase. So it will make our remote repository and then our both the repository to sync again. So rebase is to sync. So if you give rebase, it's up to date. Then git branch, sorry, checkout. Cloud Bobby. Then again, I am giving git rebase up to date. Git merge. Let's see. I go to master Cloud Bobby. I can see here in the master. I can don't see, but what I can do is I can do go to my branch here, and I have to make a pull request. So this is very important in IT that we actually need someone to review it before we merge the code. We won't merge as it is. So we have to create something called new pull request. So when I do the pull request, it will ask which branch you are going to make the pull request. So I'm going to make a pull request for Cloud Bobby to master. It is you have to see the arrow, then it is master to Cloud Bobby. Okay, so from I'm going to pull it, master is going to pull from here. So create a pull request. So here I have added a text in README. So whoever going to approve the pull request, he will be your tech lead or he will be your buddy who actually review our code once and see it. So here we
Mm-hmm.
can add multiple rules for the multiple rules, basically how you want to approve. So you want one approve, two approve, allow. So these policies we don't have now. So when I go to pull request, so I can see there is a pull request here. I have added a text in README. So when I click this pull request, I can see merge pull request. So if I merge it, actually uh, uh, it will merge to the code. But there might be some conflicts. When the conflicts will come, when multiple developers are doing pull request for the same file, if I have two pull requests, if I merge the first one, the second one will have a conflict because you both have changes. And if I can merge, if I merge, the file will be changed and you another developer is working. So to do that, we need this diff command and we need to solve the merge conflicts. For now, we don't have require approval for specific thing. We don't have any specific approval, but we can add the rules if you want. In the real IT scenario, there will be some rules. So then I can go see the commit. I can see, I have to see what exactly this commit message is. You can see that commit number is coming here again. And I have to review the changes. Okay, this line is coming in green because this is the new line has been added. So I am clicking on the review changes. I can approve it or I can comment it and send it back. So right now it's not a specific approval, but this is the approval button. Then submit the review. So if I have a comment, I can add the comment here. This looks good. This looks good.
So
And
Arun,
then,
I have a question here.
mm,
So
yes.
let's as you have mentioned, like in a IT
Mm,
scenario, like
mm,
if there are multiple developer, let's say three developers are there,
mm,
and like first developer make change like hello in the readme file,
mm,
okay, and
mm,
another developer put something else as a
mm,
text only,
mm, mm,
and third did the same, some
mm,
changes, okay.
mm, mm,
So first pull request will be created.
mm.
So who will create? The tech lead will create this request, or
The developer will make a pull request, basically, because you know your change, you will test your branch
Mhm,
in your local and you will deploy to development and you see your website. For example, you are developing a website, you feel everything is good, your coding is good.
mhm,
Then you will make a PR, pull request.
okay,
So why we
and
do the pull request is before we are merging the code, before we merge the changes to the master,
mhm,
someone will review this. So that is why we are making the developer make the pull request and
right.
the tech lead will merge it whenever he feel okay. Maybe this pull request based on multiple features also. Which feature can first go? Which feature can go second?
Right. So after merging first developers changes to the
No,
master
we
branch.
didn't. Yeah, we didn't merge it. We are reviewing. We are reviewing this commit. Then
Mm-hmm,
files changed. So which file is changed? We are just in review state. And in
mm-hmm,
conversation, I am getting the message. I am saying it looks good. Okay.
yeah.
So I am the owner, I am the author right now. But basically, the changes will be reviewed. They can also review the code quality, see the code is good. It's like peer review or no. So not everyone can change the master. Then it becomes a problem if master is not working.
Yeah.
Master is the working copy of your application in production. Okay,
Right.
so after the I am going to merge it now. So merge the pull request. Then it is asking for the comment, and then I confirm merge. So when I confirm the merge, the pull request successfully merged and closed. It is asking you want to delete the branch. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
because my each branch is for each feature, this feature is merged already, and if you keeping the branch, it is not going to make help. So because whoever is going to develop again, they have to take the copy from the master again. If I am going to develop, I can't continue with the same branch because
Right.
in the master, another developer changes also going to the master. Okay, so I have to take the latest copy from the master to start my development so that I will get all the changes of other developers also. So in
Right.
this case, I can delete the branch. So branch is deleted. If I go to master, if I go to master, I will see that this branch is not our branch, but in the master, the hello in the README file is added.
Yeah.
Okay, so master have the latest copy. Now let's go here and then see git fetch because we don't see that that branch here. I'm fetching again to get all the branches. Git branch. So we have this cloud movie, but if you see here, queue. So I'm still into that branch. If I exit, done. So let me exit. Let me go out of this branch. So I'm in master now. Git branches. So now it is not showing any branch because we have, I think I am into wrong repository. Let me go out, then say ls, then cd hello world application. So I am into wrong repo. So I have to go to this repo. Now I have to say git branch or git checkout master. Then I am into the master now. So when I go to master, it says use git pull to update your local branch. So my master branch, I have done the merge request in
Mm-hmm.
UI. I went to UI, I did the merge request. If I do ls and then I see cat and then readme file, the hello is not here.
Yeah.
Okay, why the hello is not here? Because I merged it in my remote repository, not in my local repository. Now my
That's true.
local repository doesn't have the change. I can clone again, the complete repo again. If you clone the complete repo again, you will see. But we can use git pull. So what the git pull will do, now some changes is done there in the remote. Even some people use online editor and they can
Mm.
go here and they can also edit the code here. Okay,
Okay.
so something happened in the remote. Then actually we use git pull. The git pull will sync between the repo and the branches. Now if I go on cat, I can see that hello is here.
Yeah.
So you
But I think
understand?
the same command will work if we enter git clone.
No, git clone is different. So git clone is for you have to give the repository endpoint. So we have to go here. We have to go here, and the folder will be
Oh.
the folder will be again created. The
Okay.
repo will be again created. So in this case, you have to delete the previous repo because if it is on the both same name, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So clone is you are again copying your repository, creating a new repository in your local. Okay,
Okay.
but pull is the same repository, but
With the updates.
it is having the updates.
Right.
So git fetch is on the different see. So when we say git pull, it pull the changes. But when you created a branch, we used git
Mhm.
fetch. You see the difference. So let
Yep.
me say git commands. So actually what git pull does, git pull fetch from the integrated another repository or local branch. So it is working on the branch specific. Okay, pull
Right.
is on branch, but fetch is on download the objects or references from another repository. So it works from the repository as well. Okay, so push we already know we are pushing from our local, but you are doing some changes in your remote repository and you want that to be reflected in your local. That is the git pull. So git pull is when you are doing some changes in your remote, going and editing in the online, and that needs to be synced in your local. We use git pull, but you are doing some changes in local and you are going to send it to your remote, then we use git push.
Right.
Okay,
I got it.
so now we talked about git commit is nothing but saving the changes in your local repository. Okay, so let's say git switch. Now let's see what are the branches are there. So we have Cloud Bobby and master. So it should be Cloud Bobby 2, but we need to do git fetch now. Let's end this git fetch. So let's see, it's still. So now in this case, actually we tried to do git fetch, but it didn't work. So I'm going to use git status, and then it is in master. Then I'm going to do git reset or rebase. Let's try with rebase. So then git switch. So I was telling the command called checkout, but checkout is being moved to switch now. So there is no command called checkout. So if you want to go from one branch to another branch, then it is git switch and the branch name.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me try to give git switch cloud Bowie. So it is switched to that branch. Let's see that branch is here. So the branch is not here, but the branch is there. It is deleted from our
Yeah.
remote. So if I give git push, the branch will be created actually. So if I do git push, and you will see the new branch created. See here,
Yeah.
right?
But
But
why we are unable to see cloud Adobe 2?
yeah, that is what I am also checking now. So we have the Cloud Bobby 2 as the branch. So this branch is to commit behind master. Let's go into that branch. Git reset. Let me give git reset, and then git branch. Uh, uh, Git.
Git fetch will work.
Let me get this first. Git fetch should work. Or so we are into the new branch. Let's go to master cd git so cd hello, and then git switch master. Then let's say git fetch git
Status.
branch. It's not git reset master maybe. Let's pull again. Everything is up to date. It so there is a sync problem between these two. So we have created a branch which is not showing.
Mm-hmm.
let's say git branch list. Uh, so the git branch list is not shown. So git branch delete Cloud Bobby. Yeah, actually this branch is showing here. If you see Cloud Bobby 2. Okay, let's say git branch C. So we need to actually set the origin. So that is the problem with configuration. Git branch, and then let's say we list, then Cloud Bobby 2, a branch name list already exists. Okay, so it is when we say branch space, it is trying to create it. So when I say git switch Cloud Bobby 2, let's see it's working now. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
switched to Cloud Bobby 2. Okay,
Yeah.
now let me come out. Uh, git switch
Branch.
master git branches. Maybe again, let's say git branch. Now it is showing. So list is
Yeah.
created because of my typo, because I gave git
Mm-hmm.
branch list. There's no command called git branch list, and the list created the repository. Okay, that the list repository won't be here.
Yeah.
Okay, because we didn't push the code.
Yeah.
But
We have to push.
now I want we tried something for commit. Okay, let me exit this and git commit, and I okay git commit is saving. Sorry, git to see all the commits we use git log. So we have 3 commit in this Cloud Bobby 2. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I am taking this commit message now, and I'm exit git switch. I'm instead of branch name, I'm giving the commit message. Okay. So if you want to detach head at the commit, please try minus minus detach
Excuse.
option. Okay, so I'm giving git switch minus minus detach. So now actually I went into that particular commit message. You can see the commit number here.
Yeah.
So if I give ls, if I see only text cd, there is no readme file, because when I was committing this change, there was no readme file. So I'm into this commit now, and I'm going back to one previous version of commit, which I saved in my local. I can actually do some changes, and I can commit this again to create a new commit. Okay. So now let me see git logs. Sometimes if you forgot some mistake you did in the commit, then you can go
Mm-hmm.
back to the previous commit, and then actually you can do your work from that. Okay. Now I see git log, and this is the latest commit. Let me go to the latest commit. So how you can see the latest commit? By the date and time, you can see which is the latest commit, and then you can go to that commit. So this is a set as head. So let's go to this commit, and then git, then git switch. Then you can give the commit message. So now if I give ls, delete. So we are working on this Cloud Bobby 2. So cd, sorry, git switch master, then git log. We have a lot of commit message. So when I hit to master, I can see this something I have did it in Cloud Bobby branch, and this something I did it in Cloud Bobby 2 branch, this commit. And actually I made a merge pull request in this branch, and what I have merged to master is I have added to readme. Okay, so we will see some more comments in the next video, little more thing, but you can start asking the questions.
Yeah, so actually I'm good now.
Hmm,
So I understood the commands and the flow, like how we can set up with a local to a remote.
hmm.
So yeah, I'm good
So now
now.
I'm going to my branch. Now let me create a file, uh, touch test. So ls touch file. So okay, I should not created a touch file with the same name. Let me create, let's say ls. So then I can see SSS file here. Okay. Then let's say git merge master. So I am updating to master now, which means we were doing pull request. One command which I didn't cover is merge. So now I have created SSS. Let me go to git switch switch master, then ls git uh, status. So in the master, I can able to see there is a SSL file, but I didn't commit there as well. I didn't commit here as well, but I merged it to master.
Mm-hmm.
So this command I was explaining before. That's why I'm explaining the git merge again. So with merge, we can able to merge from our repository to our local repository to one branch to another branch, basically. Okay, so we have seen a lot of commands in Git. So we will again continue to do advanced video, but for now we covered most of the commands which you need to use day to day when you are a developer. What are the most commands you will use? There are other commands like tags, like grep. These are some commands which we'll occasionally use, but we can look at those in the next session. So uh, yeah. So are you
Yeah,
good?
yeah, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you for this
Thank you.
session.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.